Hello. In the second part of this video, we will explain how to deal with trunk port. In the previous one, we were working with access ports. So back to Genius Free, and now we will use not one but two Cisco switches. Okay, and we will use two Alpine Linux, but one in each switch. Switch 1 and switch 2. Okay, now if we connect everything from the Ethernet 0 to the gigabit 1, from the Ethernet 0 to the gigabit 1, and I will use the last port, the free/free, to connect the switches. Try to put things a bit more order. Gigabit free/free, gigabit free/free, O/1, that's the Alpine Linux 2, the Alpine Linux 1, and that's Ethernet 0. Okay, we will keep using the same network. We will use the network 10.0.0.0/24. We turn on everything. Yes. Go to the Alpine Linux console. We put the IP address the 10.0.0.1/24 in the device Ethernet 0. In the second one console, we will using the next IP address of that network, IP address 10.0.0.2/24 in the device Ethernet 0, and now we should be able to ping from one Alpine Linux to the other. Let's put both here, and we'll try to ping from the 10.10.10.2 to the 10.10.10.1. Okay, perfect, working. We have a connection between two switches, and it's working because by default every switch uses the default VLAN 1. Okay, so let's change those computers, and let's change the switch to be using the VLAN 10 on those switches. So we'll go to the first Cisco, that's the one, and I will change the interface. Enable terminal interface gigabit 0/0, and say that switch port is a switch port mode access from the VLAN 10. Okay, I can do the same in the other switch. That's a Cisco 2. Press enable, configure terminal. Interface is the gigabit 0/0, gigabit 0/0, switch port access VLAN 10. Okay, let's see if now it's working. Let's go to the Alpine Linux 1 and see if we can ping the other side. Ping 10.0.0.2. No, we can't. Why? Because we have put the interface gigabit 00 in VLAN 10, the interface gigabit 00 in VLAN 10, but that interface gigabit free/free is in VLAN 1, isn't the default VLAN, so we have to change that. So exit, we are in the second switch, interface gigabit free/free, switch port access VLAN 10, and in the first one, which is this one, exit interface gigabit free/free switch port access VLAN 10. Okay, so now once the STP protocol stops working and decides that the both are okay, we should be able to ping from one to the other. Now in the console we can see if we make we issue the command do show VLAN, we'll see that the VLAN 10 is in the ports gigabit 00 and gigabit free/free, and now the pings are responding because the STP protocol has finished and all the ports are in the same VLAN 10. Okay, that's fine. But if we wanted to add a new VLAN, let's say that I want a couple of Alpine Linux here, Alpine Linux free and Alpine Linux free, and we want that network to be the network for the VLAN 10, and now I want to set up a different VLAN. For example, let's say that I want to use the VLAN 20 in uppercase, the VLAN 20 with the IP address of 10.20.00/24. I will have to connect the computer to the switch. Let's use gigabit 1/0 that computed to the switch 1/0. Okay, let's move things. We want those computers to belong now to the VLAN 20. So they need an IP address. Let's start them. They need an IP address from that new network. First one, Alpine Linux free is here. IP address should be 10.20.01/24 in the device Ethernet 0. Okay, missing the add command, and in the Alpine Linux 4 the console will be here and the IP address should be 10.20.02/24 in the device Ethernet 0, right? Can I ping the other side? Ping 10.20.01? No, I can't. Why? Because that port just belongs to the VLAN 10. It's an access port that it's associated to the VLAN 10, and I need to change that because I want to communicate through VLAN 10 and through VLAN 20. So I have to change that port from a access port to an trunk port. So let's go to the first switch, exit, let's go to the interface gigabit Ethernet free/free. We'll say that it's not no switch port mode access, and now we will change to a trunk port. So we will issue the command switch port mode trunk. Okay, an error. It says that the encapsulation has to be specified. It cannot be encapsulation auto. So the command we need to issue is switch port trunk encapsulation.1q. And now I can say that that switch port is one trunk. Okay, let's do the same in the other one. Let's go to the switch 2. The console is here. Exit interface interface gigabit Ethernet free/free, no switch port mode access, and we want the switch port trunk encapsulation .oku, and we want that port to be switch port mode trunk. Okay, let's check. Once the spanning tree protocol has finished, because when we change the configuration of one port, we will have to wait, then we realize that the pings from one side to the other in VLAN 20 are working. Do they work also for VLAN 10? Let's check. Let's open a console with the other Linux. Let's say the Alpine Linux 3. And let's try to ping the other side. 10 dot 0 dot, sorry, that's VLAN 10 dot 20. I'm missing. Okay, Alpine Linux 3. Let's check. Okay, 3 and 4 belong to the VLAN 20, and I need to check. Sorry, I need to check in Alpine Linux 1, which is the one belonging to the VLAN 10. And I have to ping the other side, which is 10.001, and it's also working. So now we can see that at the same time we can connect through VLAN 10 in the network 10.0.0.0, and from VLAN 20 with network 10.20.0.0, because that port, that single port that connects the two switches, is one trunk port that allows traffic from both interfaces. Okay, as for the video, in the next one, we'll start capturing packets to show the difference between a trunk port and an access port.